Are you thinking of where to be at this hour? Well, this is the right place to be. Good evening and welcome to Sunday Rendezvous. And I'm glad you could join us. Remember that the African Cup of Nations matches has ended, and that is why we have reverted back to our normal news time. Nigerians were excited that our Super Eagles made us proud by getting to the second position. As usual, our package on Sunday Rendezvous tonight is loaded with beautiful and heartwarming stories you cannot afford to miss. Let me begin with this poser. Do you know what is nomophobia? Stay glued to your television if you really want to know. A good number of people have this notion that men do not cry, thus they are regarded as a weak gender. How true is this assertion? Well, you get to know more on this in the course of the bulletin. Also in our lineup tonight are burial ceremonies held in honor of some women. One is a nonagenarian and the other is a centenarian. And that is our outlook. Do not forget that you can watch us live on our YouTube channel at NTA Enugu, and we begin with the hard news segment. There is no doubt that the media plays a major role in societal growth, particularly in uniting the people. It is in line with this objective that the Enugu state government entered into a strategic partnership with Africa's largest television network, the Nigerian Television Authority. Through that collaboration, the NTA Enugu Network Center has become equipped with an additional power source for hitch-free quality broadcasting. Chika Ugu reports.
Nigerian Television Authority (NTA) has over the years been championing quality programming to effectively inform, entertain and educate the people. For a government-owned organization operating among fully commercialized competitors in a cost-intensive industry, meeting the challenges of modern-day broadcasting demands has been an uphill task for managers of NTA. Fortunately, some host governments, that of Enugu State being the latest, have been showing support through provision of alternative energy sources. Commissioner for Information affirmed Governor Peter Mba's confidence in NTA's capacity and commitment to the projection of the state's interests.
It will be impossible for the government to tell the people the story of development in Enugu State without NTA. So the state government decided to help improve the quality of what you are doing at NTA.
NTA Enugu Zonal Director Wadi Elubike described the state government's gesture as both gratifying and challenging, pledging maximal and impactful utilization of the solar power for efficient transmission.
Enugu State government, by providing the solar power to NTA, has put us on the platform of professional broadcasting, which is 24 hours, 7 days a week transmission.
Also, for other members of staff, it is a call to improved service to viewers.
From Enugu has gone digital, so it will help us to compete favorably with other broadcasting organizations.
Being the flagship of the television house in the whole of the Southeast, there is not supposed to be any time there is a dull moment in our transmission, and that is what they have done. It is now best for us to embrace it and know that this is the time to put on our best energy to work.
The completed solar power project is a guarantee for 24 hours uninterrupted transmission of quality programs on the NTA Enugu Network station. In Enugu, Chika Ugu, NTA News.
The President, Customary Court of Appeal, Enugu State Justice Judge Nnamani, has tasked the State Legal Practitioners Remuneration Monitoring and Implementation Committee to rise up to its responsibility so as to restore the dignity of the profession and generate revenue for the development of the state. He was speaking while receiving the executive members of the Nigerian Bar Association, Oji River Branch, who paid him a courtesy visit at the Customary Court of Appeal in Enugu Eukaria Ugu reports.
The Legal Practitioners Remuneration Order 2023, which is aimed to standardize and regulate issues relating to money in the law practice, has revoked and replaced the Legal Practitioners Order 1991. The order contains 4 scales by which a legal practitioner shall charge his legal fees. These include consultations and legal opinions, incorporation or registration of companies and business names, litigation, as well as property transaction.
As provided in the order, the NPA shall enter into a protocol of engagement with the state government to ensure that the internal revenue services of the state establishes a specific regime of collecting the withholding tax due and payable from the particular charges of legal practitioners from prepared dates and property-related instruments.
Other legal personnel affirm that the order will in no small measure flush out quacks and other impostors making a livelihood by bringing disrepute to the legal profession.
By this act, when we catch a non-lawyer pretending to be a lawyer, defrauding members of the public, only God knows when he will free from our clause. Then, as far as our members are concerned, if you default, there are punishments contained in our law.
The Enugu State Legal Practitioners Remuneration Monitoring and Implementation Committee, which came into effect on 16th of May 2023, is comprising appointees from the 5 branches of the Nigerian Bar Association of the state that include Enugu, Nsukka, Oji River, Obolafo, and Ezago branches. High points of the event is the inauguration of the members of the committee by the President of the Customary Court of Appeal, Enugu State, Justice George Nnaman.
I will always follow the path of justice, honesty, and concord among members in all I do, so help me God.
In Enugu, Eukaria Ugu, NTA News.
The 9th Integrated Energy Solutions Limited, the sole distributors of Rowe oil in Nigeria, has unveiled the veteran Nollywood actor Chief Pete Edochie as the brand ambassador for Rowe engine oil. The managing director, 9th Integrated Energy Solutions Limited, Okechukwu Benjamin, said the company identified the need to strategically position its corporate image with the face of a personality of international repute. Chimaroke Ugu was at the ceremony and now reports.
The veteran actor Pete Edochie as the brand ambassador of Rowe Oil, the managing director of the 9th Integrated Energy Solutions Limited, Okechukwu Benjamin, likened Rowe Oil to the personality of the actor who is known for standard and integrity. The MD described the product as the best car engine oil, proven through endurance tests to enhance efficiency, prolong lifespan, and cleanse the car engine at the same time.
With Rowe Oil, it lubricates your engine, cools your engine, cleans your engine, improves the efficiency of your engine. With all this, there is less load on your engine, and when the efficiency of your engine is very good, the load on it will reduce, and hence reduces fuel consumption on your car. So it's less stress when you're using Rowe Oil.
Movie star as at the present time, and because of his class, because of the impeccability of his character and integrity, we liken him to Rowe Oil, because Rowe Oil in the entire Africa has no rival. It is not an ordinary oil, it is more than just an ordinary oil.
Staking his reputation for the quality of Rowe Oil, the brand ambassador maintained that Nigeria has come of age and thus should be introduced to products that are modern and scientific, hence the need to patronize Rowe Oil.
Anybody who's used vehicles for a very long time knows that the life of your car will always be determined by the life of your engine. And the life of your engine can only be sustained by the oil with which you lubricate that engine. Rowe is unique. It's not the kind of oil you go grab and pour into your car and continue driving. No. There are specifications. There are materials you have to submit, and then what you submit will determine the kind of oil that will be put inside your car, which is why people who are involved in Formula One, the drivers, this is their favorite oil.
Ninth Integrated Energy Solutions Limited is a German company that brought Rowe oil into Africa and owns the franchise to distribute the product in Africa. In Enugu, Chimaroke Ugu, NTA News.
We'll take a breather here. Sunday Rendezvous. We'll be right back. Do stay. It's glad to know you're still there. A good number of people have this notion that men do not cry, thus not regarded as a weak gender. But how do we juxtapose this belief with emotional stress resulting from sexual abuse, looking at the consequences of the inability to express one's emotion when abused? Tessie Omeri takes us into the world of a boy child.
Often referred to as the strong gender, though human and so also culpable to emotional stress. But the age-long belief that men do not cry has over the years affected free expression of such emotions by the male gender. No wonder the campaign against gender-based violence and sexual abuse, observers say, tilted to favor more of the girl child.
Now, have you ever imagined that the boy child can grow with the trauma of once being molested? How much attention does the society give to the upbringing of the boy child?
Peace Olawale is a clinical psychologist. She emphasizes that all genders are vulnerable to emotional stress and not expressing it could affect one's development.
So when you're talking about raising boys in this generation, right, for those of us who are parents, I think one of the things that's really important is for you to help your child, help your son to be able to express himself emotionally. As you're raising your son, don't just raise them to be providers or to be masculine, but ensure that they're able to communicate how they're feeling to you first of all, and then that would now translate into their interactions with other people.
Findings show that societal, cultural, and biological factors could be responsible that the male gender be trained the hard way and should not be prey to emotional stress.
Because of the societal demand on the man, on the male child, the emotional component of him is like kept aside. It's not nurtured. As a grown-up child, nobody asks him, are you okay? Are you fine? It's always the girl child, how are you doing?
Male child should know that it's masculine. He has a responsibility. He has to be strong.
It's not mostly to be trained on a hard way before we will know that he's a man. And we should be given the opportunity to express his or his feelings.
The girl child, we are giving them good education system, giving them good background, preparing them to be a future leader. Are they going to marry an illiterate? So the same treatment we are giving to girl child should also be applicable to boy child, because both of them will coexist in the nearest future.
But there are consequences which include unequal love for both parents by the boy child who is abused.
They can't beat what I chop for my father hands. So saying I waiting my sister they chop for no pay me. Now let my mother want no child. Come on. Normally for school, he try. But concerning care, maybe say I will say oh they are my picking name, I do them well. Now they get girl, all that one, they get time.
I like the both, like I said, but my mom first.
Why?
Because she has done tremendously okay for me.
So my girls, they prefer their father, the boy prefer me. So why? I don't know, they say since the year 2000 waiting the millennium children, so I don't know.
While the conversation on how to deal with the monster of child abuse, emotional expression continues, equal justice for all victims, irrespective of gender, is key.
I agree with Tessie. Gender equality is key. Mobile phone has been in existence since 1973 when it was invented, and has continued to play vital roles in the lives of the people. Technological advancement further made life easier with more than 3.8 billion smartphone users. Statistics, however, indicate that 6.3% of this population has phone addiction, a condition called nomophobia. Sophia Noma Uche takes us through the world of nomophobia.
The importance or usefulness of the mobile phone cannot be understood in one story, as virtually everyone NTA News came in contact with had a mobile phone device. While some say it is for communication, others say it is for business. Majority of the youth say they use the device for entertainment.
At my convenience, I do listen to music, just like you meet me now, listening to music.
Can you do without your phone in a day?
Sure. I can do without my phone even in a week.
With my phone, sometimes when I'm bored, I get to watch videos and check out things that can take away my boredom.
My phone is very important to my business.
Okay.
To communication with all those people that like my products, my business, all those stuff now.
I am very much addicted to my phone because with the phone you can do your business. As a media person, I don't use a laptop anymore. I use my phone to write my stories and whatever. Phone, I'm very, very much addicted to it. I cannot do any day without phone.
Different strokes for different folks, you may say. Psychologists, however, attribute causes of phone addiction to environmental influences, fear of missing out, and the anxiety to get instant communication.
Phone addiction is when an individual cannot be away from their phone for long periods of times. You're probably familiar with the concept of FOMO, fear of missing out. And so there's a new term that has been added, right? We're always adding new terms. So there's a new term which is known as nomophobia. And essentially it's similar to FOMO. It's the fear of missing out on whatever is happening while you're away from the internet and while you're away from your phone. So usually how this is manifested is that you see people who are having imaginations that, oh, their phone is vibrating even when it's not, right? So people are checking their phone every few seconds, or as soon as you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you do is put on your phone, or you don't even switch it off. Possibly you just, get up and the first thing you want to do is pick up your phone. You would have people who are waking up in the night to actually check their phone, and the result of this obviously is lack of sleep. Other symptoms that can be seen from this, right, or the effects rather.
The earpiece is an accessory that has given more credence to what could be regarded as addiction, whereby the phone can be used while attending to other activities like driving and cooking.
I can do without my phone. When I didn't have phone, I was living. Phone is as important as life presently. Like in the night, if there is no light for me to charge my phone, I think of how I'm going to work the next day. So I must look for somewhere to charge my phone.
I won't say I'm addicted, but I love holding my phone. Mostly I use my phone to read, like read novels, and maybe I rarely use it to go on WhatsApp, maybe highest TikTok, you get. So that is what I use my phone to do.
The use of earpiece on the mobile phone while crossing the highway has grave consequences. The advent of phone came with a lot of modernization. People get news as it breaks, get information, and almost get response immediately. Its effectiveness over the years is majorly to make work easy. Inasmuch as the mobile phone is important to an individual's life, there is need to note that excessive use of the mobile phone can have serious impact on the overall mental health of an individual.
Nomophobia. Are you in this world of nomophobia? She was a woman of many parts, a gardener, a fashion designer, poultry farmer, homemaker, lover of God and humanity, and mother to many. These were how friends and family members described the matriarch of the Anyefena family, Mother Teresa Anyefena, of Umudunu Agbaja Abatete in Idemili North local government area of Anambra State, as she was laid to rest. Franklin Onyekachi reports that the deceased is the mother of the former Executive Director Marketing, NTA Headquarters, Ifenyinwa Uzodimma, and a mother-in-law to the Assistant Director News, NTA Enugu Network Center, Nkiru Anyefena.
St. Dominic's Catholic Church, Agbaja Batete, was the venue for the funeral mass, which attracted the presence of family and friends of the deceased and officiated by the Catholic Bishop of Aba Diocese, Most Reverend Augustine Echema. The homilies admonish Christians to be mindful of the life they live, shun conflict, and have faith in God.
All the witnesses bear that truth. And so, we can only ask the members of the family to take heart and then live in the hope of the resurrection, that at the day of the resurrection, they will once again rejoin with their mother.
That we are alive today and tomorrow we are no more. And then taken out of sight, we are forgotten. That is why it is very important that each and every one of us must live a good life.
The first daughter of Mother Anye Fiena and former EDM NTA gave a special rendition in memory of her departed mother. Mass over, the remains of Theresa Anye Fiena were interred in her country home as the dust-to-dust ritual was performed. Family members, including a former chief judge of Abia State, the deceased second daughter, recounted sweet memories of their matriarch and prayed God to rest her soul.
I call her a colossus, a woman who could do almost everything perfectly, and some things, a few things, well, fairly.
She gave us to us all, and he handled us well, trained us well to be law-abiding and other things. There's nobody in the Anya of my family that has a bad record.
You can find mothers anywhere, but you can't find this type. You can't find my mother anywhere. I'm heartbroken, but I just have to take it.
I miss her comforting words. I miss her listening ears. She will listen to every. She's very compassionate.
She was a peace-loving woman, a good person. I could never wish for a better mother-in-law than her.
Condolence messages poured in from guests who came from far and near to commiserate with the family.
We pray that the family will be together and that they will be united. There are 8 in number, 8 children, and they are well-to-do, well-established. If they are together, I'm sure their parents will be happy.
They should not say, mom has gone, let it end there. That is my earnest wish and prayer for this family.
We pray God to console them. Let our departure bring unity and blessing and growth, holiness, faith in God, that they will imitate their mother. All her virtues, may they imbibe it.
Mother Theresa Anye Fiena died at the age of 91 and is survived by 8 children, 19 grandchildren, 7 great-grandchildren, and many other relations.
May God grant her soul eternal rest. Amen. My director says my time is up. So this is where we draw the curtains on this week's edition of Sunday Rendezvous. We hope to bring you some of the reports we have lined up in our subsequent bulletin. Good night and God bless.